Greetings everyone and welcome back to Dice Club! Last time, our heroes began their journey through the second, more constricted and more overgrown layer of the world. After seeing that weird stone room with the runes and the puddle of water again, they found themselves with a puzzle for literally the first time ever. After the party watches Marsh electrocute themselves almost 3 times, they redirect power back into the room, activating 2 robots, armed and ready for battle. Let's see what happens next!
The 7 of you are now standing in this room. You have just successfully wired everything so that the generator is supplying power to the layer. Doing so has activated these 2 robots with very long, stretchy arms.
They came out of the
Everybody
door
roll
that
for
opened,
initiative.
right?
The door did not open. There was, I'll re-describe this room as everybody's rolling initiative. There were 2 kind of docks that each had smooth ovular pods on them. One of the docks had 3, one of the docks had 2. There's the generator in the center of the room. There's the door. All of these you've connected via the conductive vines. You went into the panel on the wall kind of fell away, and there's some wires in there, and you wired that in, and that was able to power up the room and the layer. And then after that, the dock with 2 pods, those 2 opened up.
Got it.
And they are connected at the back to the dock, but they are now standing between you and the door.
Are they like the noodle robots again with the grabbers?
Yes.
Got it. Thanks, my man.
Oh no, not the ones that you fought before. They're like guys.
They're like
but
secret?
their arms, they're like, they don't look like Warforged. They just look more like robots, but their arms kind of look like the tendrils. But that's what you've got.
Okay.
How fast?
Thanks.
And there are 2 of them.
2 of them. Got
how
it.
big are they? Are they taller?
No, they're probably they're just average height, not much
Okay.
taller than any one of the you party members. Okay.
To be fair, there's a big height difference between us party members.
But between 2 of them specifically.
The average of you guys, I think it's all.
They're all Wren's height.
You could take the average of your heights, and they're both exactly that.
Great.
Wow.
That's what I'll say.
Venus does math on
Guys,
the corner.
I feel like this is weird, right? They're exactly the average height of us as a
Have you-
group.
Calculated the average height of us as a group?
No, it's just visually looking at these things. It's
And
I don't know,
visually
it's kind
looking
of
at
uncanny.
you're getting the uncanny sense that they're the average height of our group?
Look,
Guys, I don't know where my
guess...
calculator is. No!
Sorry. Oh no, Venus's calculator.
Venus's
Oh, no,
calculator.
she loves.
That's why Venus doesn't know that they're the average height of our group, because she's lost her calculator.
My calculator!
It's just my keen possum senses pick up on this kind of thing. I guess.
I never knew. But did Rain lose points when Marsh lose points when they kept fiddling with the electricity?
Lots.
So what
Lots of
are
points.
they at currently?
Do I have to tell you?
I would like to know if I'm gonna need to heal you. I would like to have a general idea of what your HP is doing.
I'm doing okay.
Give me a number.
What are you at? What are you at? What are you at?
29
Of?
Okay.
Are you sure?
Cool.
Okay.
out of 58.
Great.
29 is basically 30. I mean, if you really think about it.
And 30 is basically
Right.
60.
Exactly.
Exactly.
much. Half of it.
That's how that works.
On average, if you're looking at rounding. Okay, so so robot 1 is going to reach for Seredin, extend one arm and make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy, my worst stat. Oh, shit.
Womp.
8.
8. Okay. So, the arm kind of jets towards you and then wraps around you, constricting you. You are going to take.
That's Seredin's beginning squish noise.
Ooh. Okay. You're going to take 9 points of bludgeoning damage as it squeezes you, and then it's going to pull you into the air and throw you at Meadow. So,
Meadow, look out!
both of you make a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh.
Wait. That's not. I wrote dexterity save, but I didn't. It shouldn't be both of you, but it should. I don't know who it should be. I'll say Meadow.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
a
Meadow make a
9.
saving
already made
throw.
a check.
To get out
Okay.
of the way instead of me
Yeah.
trying to move midair.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so, Meadow, you are going to, so Seredin is launched through the air and, kind of thrown into you, and you are both going to take, okay, alright, 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
How damn.
As now, Seredin, you are kind of on the ground, prone, and Meadow, you just took that damage, and you are next.
Right. That was brutal. Immediately.
Ow.
Well, first of all, as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word on Marsh. Which is,
Okay.
hopefully, I'm going to roll well, because that's only a d4. That's a 4. Yay!
Yay!
Okay,
Thank
what does that
you.
get added to it?
To the HP. Just a little bit. Which is...
Is it just a D4, or do you add your bonus to it?
It's... Oh yeah, plus the modifier. What is my modifier? It's been ages. Sorry. 5 plus 5, so 9 total.
Whoa.
Okay, that's a lot better.
Yes.
All right.
And then I've done that. That's a bonus action. My action is a different thing, which I'm going to cast Bane on both robots, which means that they have to make charisma saving throws right
Oh,
now.
You do
well,
2 spells in a
You're
round.
in luck.
One of them is a bonus action, so yes, I can.
But it's just,
No, Bane.
Yeah.
It targets up to 3 targets.
You could do. I think as long as it says bonus action and
Yes.
the other says action, then I think
Yes.
you're golden.
Healing Word is a bonus action. This one is an action, and it targets 2
Okay.
things currently. So they have
Okay.
to make charisma saving throws.
All right. So, the first. What am I beating?
What is just my charisma score? Just my charisma. Is it?
Is that any different than 8 plus proficiency plus charisma?
What are you talking to?
That's your spell save DC is 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your charisma modifier.
No, that's the same. It's 13.
Okay, all right. Yeah, first one fails. Second one did not roll on the thing. Also fails. Got the exact same result. Both of these guys
Right.
pretty uniform.
Now-
okay.
For 1 minute, whenever they make an attack roll or a saving throw, they have to roll a d4 and subtract it from the roll.
Ooh, yikes. Okay, that is brutal. Okay. Marsh, you are next. Are you trying to move anywhere, or is that your turn?
That's probably my turn. Yeah.
Okay. Marsh, you're next.
how close am I to the robots and to the rest of the party, respectively?
I think the party was kind of, as this happened, you're probably within 10 feet of everyone in the party and, also the robots. But the robots are like, I feel like everybody's kind of within a general cluster. You may be off to the side a little bit because you were doing your generator antics, but, the robots are probably 10 feet away from your group.
I think Marsh glances over at Meadow, and then goes for their tinker's tools, and then goes for their dagger, and I'm gonna run up and do 2 attacks on, I guess, the one closest to me.
Okay.
Just trying to, slit these wires with my dagger. If I can, get in between their metal plates. If I'm understanding their cosmology right.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and roll both those attacks.
An 8 and a 3, so...
Okay, yeah. Neither of those hit. You you go up to this robot and try to kind of slash its arm and get your dagger between its plates, but it nimbly kind of whips it and like zigzags the arm, curving it away. Both times you attempt to, and is that your turn?
Based on my knowledge of robots, these wouldn't be classified as beasts, would they?
No.
Great. Yep. All right, that's my turn.
Seredin, you're up next.
All right. I'm pretty peeved about these robots. Did anybody move like next to the robots in those last couple turns?
Marsh is right up next to him.
Yeah.
Damn it. Okay. Well, can't do my AoE spells.
I'm
can
fine
I?
taking AoE, depending on how bad it is.
Let me see how bad it is. I mean, I could cheese it. I want to cast Spike Growth under them. But
they are standing also right next to the door.
Okay, yeah, so I probably don't want to do that
as well.
I could also just stop the spell when we want to leave, but
that's fair.
I'm not going to do that right now. Instead, I will just go ahead and do Hunter's Mark on one of the robots.
Just pick robot 1 or 2. There's one on the left and one on the right.
I will pick robot 1 as my
perfect
Hunter's Mark. So I'll do an extra 1d6 if I hit it.
Perfect.
So we're all by the door that was closed. Like, me and the robots are by the door that was closed with the panel.
Yes.
And by the 2 pods, okay.
Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and hit it with a bow attack. That is a 21 to hit?
Yeah, I think that'll do it.
Okay. 9 plus... That is 11 damage.
You draw your bow and you fire an arrow into the kind of eye socket of this robot, and a little like spurt of electricity kind of pops out of it with static. And is that your turn?
Yes, that is my turn.
Okay, Venus, you are up next.
Okay. So do these robots have like a one clear, like obvious, like target? Like, does it have like a power source that's glowing orange or something?
I mean, they don't have like a power source that's glowing orange. They have there's their head and their body and their arms and legs.
Everybody has those. Mainly.
Everybody's got those. They are connected in the back by a cable that kind of, not a cable, it's like another, like, it looks exactly like their arm, but it leads back to the dock, and both of them have one.
Interesting.
Those are the defining features of these robots.
Okay, then I'm gonna run up to Robot 2, and I'm gonna try to take my sword, I guess, and I'm gonna try and cut the connecting thing.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack.
Okay. Man, it's been so long. Christ. Yikes. This is embarrassing. Okay, 21. God.
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll hit.
That'll hit. So that's... Do I do both splash and fire damage? Yes, I do.
If you're gonna attack this guy like twice, go ahead and roll your next attack as well.
I rolled a 12 for my second one.
Okay, that one doesn't hit. So
sad.
Go ahead and roll that damage for me. That'll be 2d6.
Yeah, Tin, I wanna thank you for making my cool weapon a d6 because it's the most identifiable one.
You are very welcome. Also, while we're talking about your weapon, I don't know if you've been adding one to your every attack that you make just with that weapon and every damage that you roll.
What do you
as
mean?
Well.
Add
Because
what?
it's a +1 weapon. So you just add 1.
Why?
To every attack. Because it's a +1 weapon. And that's just what that means.
I add it to the thing that see if it hits?
Both.
Yes, and also to damage.
What?
To both. Yeah.
That's a good weapon.
Yeah. It's a pretty good weapon.
Oh shit. That's a
Guys, can you believe that Gabs was DMing the first ever campaign that we did in Hat Server?
Man. That's wild.
That's insane, actually.
That is kind of fucking wild.
We don't talk about that. It's 11 damage.
11 damage. Okay. Just doing 11s out the wazoo. That one. Alright. Okay. You go up to the second robot, and with your sword, you kind of bring it down onto this trunk. It's a couple inches thick, and you put a gash into the side of it, but it does not sever.
Damn.
Is that your turn?
I guess so.
Okay. Cyrus is up next. He is going to...
Does he have any idea what's going on?
He knows about as much as you.
Like,
I mean,
in
he was
general,
here.
in this arc.
Do any of us?
He knows
I feel like he
a
knows
very
about
similar
as much
amount of
as we.
information
Yeah.
that you two. He's been along for the ride.
Yeah, no, I know. But he hasn't, like, made any, like, comments about it, really.
I mean, I know, but like, that's
I feel
my,
like
that's
he's-
more my fault
Yeah,
than his
Cyrus,
fault.
just-
the individual
He's sort
person.
of just been an along for the ride kind of guy so far.
Yeah, the last couple episodes, I've done a pretty poor job of role playing Cyrus the Seeker, and it's just been you guys
do
kind of
have
carrying
two
it.
people to
But
roleplay, but
I have to be but I've done neither, so I don't really have a big defense there. So,
anyways.
Cyrus is going to cast. Okay, you see, Cyrus kind of extend his hands, and a beam of kind of blue and black electricity arcs out towards the first robot.
Whoa, that's cool.
And okay, yes, that is going to hit. And yikes! Oh wow. Okay. He is gonna deal 20 points of damage
Fuck yeah.
to him. That is that, and he's gonna kind of arc around towards the back of the room and get kind of out of the way while still maintaining this bolt. Like, the bolt doesn't leave as his turn ends. It is still kind of there, but he's trying to get out of your way as best as possible.
That's a little
so as not to get any of you in the crossfire.
I hate to admit it.
Next up is the second robot. It's going to extend one of its arms towards Venus, and
How'd I
if
know
you
it
are
was
right
gonna
there
be
next
me?
to it, make a dexterity saving throw.
That's great. I love rolling dice.
You're playing Dungeons and Dragons. I don't know what you're
I
expecting.
actually
did
hate
want-
this game.
You
Hate
did
it.
want to play. You did ask to be in it.
I got a 14. Does that make you happy, Tinfold?
Yeah, it makes me pretty happy.
What is
you-
what is with this attitude?
Fine, I'll play the
I don't
fucking
know.
game.
Next episode, I quit.
No way.
We're done with Venus arc, so it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
my
God.
contract is up.
Anyways, you kind of you jump out of the way, and as you are in the air trying to do that cool somersault, it snatches you out of the air, and you're going to take 8 points of bludgeoning damage. And then, with its other arm, it is going to move. Its hand kind of opens up, and a drill extension comes out, and it's
Oh.
going to try to hit you with that.
Okay.
So he's going to attack with advantage.
Okay.
Remember that you have to subtract the d4 from your attack roll.
Okay, that's excellent. That first one is a 15,
15 to hit?
and yeah,
Well, you freaking know that hits. Dude, next
Yeah.
time we find a random room that holds our weapons and shit weapons, I'm gonna take some shit armor.
You should.
that's really a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, the second one was not a crit, and it doesn't matter. You're going to take 17 points of slashing damage.
Oh, that's great.
Wait,
from
in
this
addition
drill
to
that
the
kind of-
initial 8?
in addition to the initial 8 as well. Yeah.
What? Sorry. You're
Yeah, so 8
insane.
bludgeoning and 17 you guys are 7th level. I don't know why you're surprised by these high numbers.
No, nobody should just
Um,
attack me ever. I think that's how the game works.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right.
Yeah, this is why I DM'd our first D&D game ever.
Everybody had a lot more fun than in this game. Anyways, so after that, Wren, you're next.
Well, first of all, Wren's gonna go into a rage. Just cause, that's what he
Classic.
does.
Match.
Typical Ren
Then I
behavior.
think he's just gonna do some smashes with his big hammer. So I guess first let's go for Robo 1.
Okie doke.
And that is a 18 to hit.
That'll do it.
Alright, I whack him and I get 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. All right.
But then I have a second attack.
All right. Go ahead and roll that one as well. If your action is ever going to be, I'm just going to attack this guy twice, you can just roll both at the same time.
Oh,
just for
sweat.
expediency.
Okay, this is a 24 to hit.
Yeah, that does it.
And another 10 points of damage.
All right. Sick.
Get whacked, idiot.
Okay. He still looks decent.
Really?
After that. And next is you attacked robot 1?
Yes.
It is its turn next. it is going to take one of its arms and try to grab you with it as well. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Come on, dexterity. Well, I failed. I got a 6. So that's not great.
Okay, alright. Take 6 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are restrained as it is going to... It's gonna pull you up into the air and then just smash you down against the ground.
Oof.
You take... Oops.
Oh, I take more?
Yikes. And yikes. That is 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, but I half it, right?
Yeah, you have both of those totals.
Okay, so it's 3 and half of 13. Do I do 6 or 7?
7.
Okay.
Man, you're tough to hurt. That sucks.
For real?
Okay.
Meadow. Meadow, you're up.
Oh shit. Yep, that's me. I'm going to cast Aid, which I'm going to cast it on Wren, Venus, and Marsh. Because
Whoa.
it's up to 3 creatures. And their hit point maximum increases by 5, and they also immediately gain 5 hit points to their current hit point.
Oh, sick.
Hell yeah.
Neato.
So that's Venus, Wren, and Marsh.
Is it 5 hit points
Okie doke.
max permanently or temporarily?
For an hour.
Forever.
No, for 8 hours. Sorry, for 8 hours.
Whoa, that's big.
Yes.
And
And also to your current hit point.
Thank you.
Thank you.
okay. Is that your turn?
That is my turn. Yes.
Marsh, you are up.
Cool. Oh man, I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna attack this guy twice more.
All right. Roll those
Twice
for
more.
me.
A 9 and a 7.
9 and a 7. Okay. Neither of those hit, and you so you try to slash into this guy's arm again, and pretty much the same thing as last time. You just cut your dagger through the air, and it very nimbly weaves out of the way. Seredin, you're up.
Okay, so I feel like everybody's pretty much been targeting Robot 1.
More or less.
Not me.
How's it looking?
It looks fine. It's got some damage on it now, but it looks more or less okay.
Damn. So you said they were like 10 feet away from the group. I got thrown towards Meadow, so they're probably about 10 feet away from me.
Yeah.
I'm going to kind of cut around them, not quite get, like... I'm going to go behind them, I guess, to try to get at the back of the Robot 1, like Venus did.
Okay.
Gonna try to hit with my short sword. Yeah, is this an 11 hit?
That unfortunately does not.
I can't quite reach, I guess.
You just
Oh.
you try to sever that connection, and it you swing your little blade, and it just doesn't get there. It just doesn't reach. It doesn't get up that high. You got little arms, and it doesn't quite go. Is that your turn?
I'm going to use a... Hold on. I'm gonna see if because I have 2 short swords. Are they... Yes, okay, I can attack with the other one. So I'm gonna try again.
Okay.
And that is a 20 to hit.
That one will hit.
Let's fucking
Awesome.
go.
And then that will be 12 damage.
Okay. On the first one?
Yes, Robot 1.
Robot 1. Okay. Are you targeting just the robot, or are you trying to get at the cord?
The cord, ideally.
Short sword. You swing your first short sword, and it kind of like misses, and using the momentum of that strike, you jump up and kind of spin around again and catch it with your short sword. And it does not sever, but it does take a gash into the side of it. Venus, you're up.
Okay, how close are these guys to each other?
Within 5 feet.
Perfect. Thank you, TINFOLD, for being so nice to me.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Okay, so I am gonna...
You're also restricted as well by you're restrained. So
I'm
if
restricted by what?
It's holding you in its arm.
Oh, I must have missed that.
When it grabbed you and like held you tenderly.
I
but
didn't
not
hear what happened. I just
bad.
heard how much
That's
damage
so
I needed to
sweet.
take.
Reasonable, unreasonable, but continue.
So
If that
I
colors your.
can't move?
You can't move, but you can still attack it. You'll just have disadvantage.
Can't you make a check to get out of it?
You could do that as well if you wanted to use your action on that.
Oh, I'll do that.
Okay.
What do I do?
Go ahead and make an athletics check.
Oh boy, I got a +8 athletics. And that I rolled a 6. So do the math.
Okay,
14.
I think.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think you're able to kind of get away from this robot.
Okay.
But that will take up the entirety of your action.
Yes, but I've got 2 of them. No. Yes?
If you attack, you do that twice, and that's one action. But if you use the attack action, you do it twice. If you use any other action, you don't get to reap the bonus of double attack.
Unless you action surge.
Unless you action surge, and then you can attack 2 more times.
I never use action surge. Why don't I treat myself?
Yeah, why don't you?
Because I forget about it, and like I already did 2 attacks. 2 attacks is so many. I don't need a third one.
Well, technically it would be a 4.
You could do 4.
Why? God,
Because you get a whole
fighter.
new action.
This is what you do. You chose fighter class, and you get a bunch of different attacks. That's how Venus works.
How do I get 4 attacks?
Because if you action surge, you can do the 2 attack thing again. Action surge gives you basically a whole new turn.
Oh!
Basically, yeah. That's essentially true. Essentially.
For her intended
Yeah, but
purposes.
if I did action surge right now, would I get 2 attacks or just 1?
Yes.
2.
2.
Oh. What the
Yeah.
hell? This game sucks.
What? Because it's
learn
letting
it.
you do things?
Because it's
Yeah.
cool and being
There's so
better.
many
Why are you a
For you?
fighter if you don't want to fight?
Hey, I chose a fighter
I
class.
know.
Hey, podcast. I chose a fighter so I wouldn't have to deal with picking spells and dealing with all of that. Now you're telling me I have
literally is why
4
I always
attacks?
do fighter as well, so I don't have to deal with spells. And here we are.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay.
I love casting
So I'm
spells.
out of that, and I am gonna
We love casting
try
spells.
again with my sword, to cut through it, and I'm gonna use my sweeping attack where I can do the same attack for both of them on the same thing.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, dude.
All right. Are you targeting? I guess it doesn't matter which one you're targeting. Go ahead and roll your attack.
Dude, every time I use one of these things, it doesn't hit. So like if like this doesn't work, I'm gonna like I said earlier, I'm gonna leave the podcast. Shit! Oh my god. What is math? 13. What
13 does not
yeah.
hit.
What is with this? I can't even do my cool stuff because it never hits. Wow.
You get to go again though.
I go again. That is 17.
17 hits.
Yay!
Let's go! Yay, Venus!
Okay.
I'm so proud
so-
of you.
How does this work? If the original attack roll would hit the second creature, it takes damage equal to the number you roll on your superiority die. The damage of the same type is dealt by the... Okay, so would that mean that on the first one that I hit, it takes my sword type of damage, and then the other one
Yes.
just takes superiority dice?
Yes.
Okay.
So actually, which one were you targeting?
The
Robot
second
1 or
one.
2?
The one that I was
Okay.
grappled... No. Restricted? I don't know words.
It basically means the same thing.
Yeah.
It's a synergy. It's yeah.
Okay. That would mean that 12 damage to the first one.
Very nice.
I mean the second one.
Yeah. I got you.
Thanks. And that would be a 7 for the other one.
Okay.
Yeah, bro.
All right.
We win.
Is that your turn?
Hey, yeah, that's my turn.
All right. Cyrus is up next, and he's going to continue channeling that bolt. And hits the first one for 13 more lightning damage.
So if that robot is holding me, and it gets hit with lightning damage, and it's metal,
That is a great point. You are going to take
Wow.
9 points of lightning damage. I did have this caveat written down in my notes. I just forgot, and you reminded me. So it's not like I just
don't think
decided
I
to
can
punish you
hide
for being
half,
observant and sciencey.
half
9
lightning damage.
9 points
so I
of
do have
lightning
to
damage,
take all
but that
of
one is
that.
not halved.
Yeah. Goodbye, temporary hit points.
Okay. Robot 2 is up next. Okay, it's going to try to Venus, you can see the arm of it kind of whips over in your direction, not like it's trying to wrap around you, but it's just trying to hit you very hard. And it just slams into the ground impotently next to you because it got a natural 1 on that attack.
Oh, hey, Tid, when I cut through the thing, did it go all the way through the cord?
Oh, no, it did not.
Okay, well, yeah. Can't win.
Can't win all of them.
This is an impossible combat encounter that you've put us in.
I don't think that's true.
I
It's
think
not.
this
I've
is
got
the
numbers.
hardest fight we've ever been in.
I think it's the most
Yeah.
damage that we've taken, sort of
I
collectively.
just realized that I just haven't ever hurt you, ever.
No, you
and
really
you're level
haven't.
7 and I can hurt you.
No, wait.
So I'm
I
actually playing
almost died one
strategically
time,
and developing...
Actually.
Okay, alright. Well, you
But-
took 9 damage and you died.
No, I took...
So I don't
I
want to
took
hear
like
it.
5 damage, because it was like level 1.
Yeah, it was kind of pitiful.
Yeah, whatever. Alright. So it is going to try to bring its other arm around towards you and just do the exact same thing, and hopefully it doesn't flap as impotently this time. That one would be a modified 20. So you will take... Wow, it's really bad at rolling on this turn. That is just 6 bludgeoning damage.
To who?
And to Venus. And
What? What?
Wren, you're up next.
Okay.
You said 6?
So,
6, yeah.
Okay.
describe how I'm grappled.
Arm twisted a couple times around your waist and up in the air.
So I have free arm movement.
Yep.
And where's the cord?
The cord is on its back. You are about 5 feet off of this robot. It's got very long, stretchy arms.
So I couldn't reach it.
Not with your hammer, no.
Oh, I was meaning more with like my arms, but
Or your arm. Either.
okay,
Neither
never
would
mind.
work.
So if I can't reach that, I guess I'll just sort of. So when it's an attack, do magical attacks you also get to do 2 of, or is it just weapon attack?
If you're casting like a spell, then you just do one of those. But but with a weapon, then you get to do 2.
Okay, so if I were to inflict wounds this guy, I would only get to do that once.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm not sure that inflict wounds works
Would
against.
work on a robot. Wait, you're true. Fuck. Okay, well.
It just says against a creature, so it wouldn't.
Okay.
You could if
yeah,
you wanted
fuck
to,
yeah,
but-
creature. I think I wrap my hand around its arm and inflict wounds onto it. Well, no, like aggressively in a sort of drop me please kind of way.
Okay. You do have to make a spell attack. You have to roll an attack,
Yes.
and it will have advantage because you're like grappled.
Oh, disadvantage?
Disadvantage?
Disadvantage, I meant.
But,
It'll have
but
disadvantage
he
'cause you're
doesn't. He's
grappled.
not holding my arms though, and I'm just touching him.
I know, but this is how I've balanced this fight. to make it fair.
Mechanically, damn it.
Mechanically,
Okay.
this is the leg up that they have against you.
Well, the first thing I rolled was a 15, so that's sad. I hope. Okay, 11 plus 5.
Yeah,
6.
that hits.
Yes. Okay, it's 3d10.
Yikers!
21. Could have been much
21.
better,
Okay.
But
With that,
I go,
you
"Let
kind of
go of
wrap
me."
your Are you sorry? Did I interrupt you?
no.
Okay.
I mean, I
Alright.
can role play if you want me to.
Yeah, go ahead and
Okay.
roleplay this. I was gonna
Um,
do what you're about to do, but you can.
Wren,
I would love if you did it instead.
It like struggles against the arms and like grabs one of them really hard and is like and inflicts wounds.
All right. Okay. As you inflict the wounds, the it kind of looks like the arm like rusts a little bit to your touch, and it spreads out, and kind of parts of it crumble a little bit away.
Oh, that's so sick.
Next is that robot, and it is going to throw you across the room. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. 10 plus 3, 13.
Alright, that's not gonna do it. You're
Damn.
going to take 15 bludgeoning damage, and you are on the ground prone.
Loser.
And then it is going to Seredin is right behind it, so it is going to try to move its drill hand over towards you and make an attack with that. Whew. That is a 22.
My AC
And-
is actually 30.
Oh, all right, okay.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, you only take 20 slashing damage.
Jesus.
Fucking hell.
Okay, I'm not looking too good.
That's bad.
Marsh, it is your turn, but you hear a voice.
No.
No way!
It doesn't sound like it's coming from any single point around you, but rather from everywhere and nowhere all at once. It says, Marsh, are you listening? It sounds foreign in a sense that you've never heard it before, but so familiar as if it were your own voice. This causes some cognitive dissonance within you because you know what your own voice sounds like, and this definitely isn't that. And as you kind of are pondering this voice in your head, trying to like parse what it even is, you can feel your attention being pulled to the dock with the 3 pods.
Oh shit. Which is on the opposite side of the room. Does it feel like the voice isn't coming from anywhere?
From everywhere and nowhere.
Fuck you. Marsh is just gonna run over there. I'll take the attacks of opportunity.
Yeah. Both robots are going to try to whip you. The first one fails really bad. And the second one, 14?
No, 15 armor class.
Wow, okay. You
Nice.
They both try to whip you as you go, but neither of them are able to, and you kind of nimbly dodge around them as you run to the other side of the room.
I don't think Marsh is paying attention to them. I think Marsh is just running. I don't think they're
okay. So they
specifically
just
trying
all right.
to
So
dodge them.
you just run, and they as you're running, they hit where you were, and neither of them are able to. You have now reached the dock, and you can see that when the other dock is powered on, this one also has the pods kind of extended in a similar way, but they did not open up. What do you do?
Can I see what's inside? I can't, right?
You could roll an investigation check on the pod itself to
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
kind of see what it's about.
I still can't believe after all this time I don't have proficiency in investigation.
Yeah, that seems out of character.
17.
Okay, with the 17, you can see that as it powered on, you can see a panel that is kind of like raised up and slid out of the way a little bit, and you can see a port, like the ones that Seeker has attached to.
In these 3...
And in the dock itself that the 3 pods are connected to.
Okay, so there's not one in each of the pods. Okay.
No, yeah, there's one port on the dock itself.
How close is Seeker to me?
Just a few feet, probably like 6 feet.
Can I like pull them over and gesture to the port?
Yeah, okay. You pull over Seeker and they see the port as you pointed out and they connect to it. As they do, the pods on the dock, they kind of extend outwards a little bit more, now unfolding, expanding, and transforming with clanks and whirs in a very different manner than the other 2 pods had. Before you now, you can see what look to be 3 high-tech motorcycles with a few differences. Where there would be one rear wheel, you instead see 2 smaller stabilizing wheels, and in lieu of a front wheel, you see one giant drill. They come to life and they hum, and the front drills begin turning slowly. And Seeker says,
"Tricycle drill."
Seeker says, "Oh, my memory banks were so muddled by the inconsistency in the previous room that I could not recognize what these were before now. These are what we call tremor bikes. They were used to excavate new parts of the city as well as demolish sectors we wish to rebuild. They look just about big enough for 2 people to fit on each.
Oh my god.
Who's we?
Inhabitants of the city during construction and demolition.
And you were sentient that long?
I've been around a while.
See, the problem here is, Wren, I think these are really cool.
Mm.
Marsh doesn't have proficiency in riding anything.
Fair. That's fair.
And
I don't think any of us...
No, Venus has.
Yeah, I don't know if any of us have seen
I
a
got really
vehicle.
excited because I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god, I can use my vehicle proficiency, but I'm only proficient in water vehicles.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying,
Yeah.
you do have a vehicle proficiency, just not for
Turn this thing into a boat and I got it.
The fascinating thing about tremor bikes is that they operate on a sort of short form wavelength, so that if I were to
system?
connect to one of them, I could assist in, maybe not the entirety of, but assist with the piloting of said tremor bikes.
W Seeker.
Okay, so these there's 3 bikes.
There's 3 of them?
3 bikes.
2
Yep.
Oh, wow, so
can
convenient.
fit on each. There's
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us plus Cyrus and Seeker.
Yep.
Sorry to
shit.
get left behind.
No.
Wait, can we-
does Seredin
people-sized
count as
Can
a
we
people
get
person.
3 on
One.
one bike and one of those people is Seredin?
Seredin. Yeah, I was
I
just
think
gonna say
that's
Seredin
reasonable.
is not person sized.
Yeah. Okay. Also, what
Okay.
where do we have to go? The door's closed.
We can open the
It's
door.
a drill. Drill through
It's
it.
I'm not
This is
picturing
true.
these bikes correctly at all.
The front of the bike is a very large drill, and the
Oh!
yeah. That's kind of the one feature
That
about
makes
this
so
whole
much
thing.
more sense than what I was imagining.
It's a very big drill. There's kind of like a windshield on it too. Like,
Oh my god, that's so funny.
yeah, there you go.
Okay. Well, so that's it, right? We're dipping? Guys, are we dipping?
Can we? Do we not want to take care of these guys?
What if
I
we
mean, they
drill
are in
through
front of the
them?
door.
They are in front of the door, and I don't know, man. It's not my turn, so.
Yeah,
We're
sure,
playing
it's
with
Marsh's
initiative a
turn.
little bit over here.
Yeah.
Marsh, I guess you get say over what happens next immediately.
Yeah. I feel bad because I do very appreciate this very cool gift. I don't think that Marsh wants to use these. At least
Or-
not at the moment.
We could do the cool thing for the podcast and do the very cool thing of the cool vehicle that I spent a long time working on.
Can I play
We
with
could-
initiative?
We can play with initiative, yeah.
Venus is like, holy, oh my god, bikes, that's so cool. And it's got a drill that's perfect for what we need. So she's gonna, run up there and grab, Marsh's hand, and she's gonna get on one of the bikes
Aw.
and get Marsh on there too. And then
Wait, that's so
afterwards,
cute.
Venus is gonna, look at Wren, and then look at Cyrus, and then look at the bike.
Oh my god.
Evil.
And she's like, eh? Okay. And then, I guess she tries to turn on the bike.
Okay, so you get on the bike, and kind of as you do, Seeker gets onto the one next to you, and Seeker flips a couple buttons, and all of them kind of spring to life,
Whoa.
and they unlatch from the dock, and they're all on the ground now, whirring and humming.
Great.
If we try to drive straight through the robots, are they not gonna, get attack opportunities?
No, if the
On a
bike's not
bike
them
that's
prone.
charging at-
I'm just. They have, tendrils and shit, right?
If we
Fair.
enter their space,
Reasonable.
they don't get attacks of opportunity. If we leave it, we're probably going to go
Yeah,
through
that's-
them,
that's
which
what it
knocks
is.
them prone.
Or,
Kill them.
yeah, something like
That's
something
it.
like that.
Jesus.
Well,
I think Marsh is
Um,
holding their turn.
okay.
Okay.
I'm the one driving this bike. So, I guess, Venus is just gonna rev up that engine and then just hightail it towards the door.
Okay, you rev up the engine, and you drive right towards the door, and with the front drill, you go straight through the second robot.
Wow.
And also, straight through the 3 feet of metal composing the door.
Wow.
And you are on the other side of it now.
I mean,
Wow,
I guess
see, Marsh-
Meadow. If we're just ignoring initiative order,
Yeah, can we
I
do
think
shit?
that's safe to say that
Yeah,
we're
kind
done.
Of, we're kind of
exactly.
scrolling
done.
it a
I
little
guess
bit
Meadow
now.
just grabs onto Seredin and they get a bike as well. Are we? Is this how we're sharing them?
Yeah.
Is
Ren,
it us and
okay,
Seeker?
Ren.
Seeker is on one. I'd say Meadow and Seredin you can count as one size. That's kind of how I have.
Ren
I've
is
envisioned
grabbing
this.
one of the empty bike and
See, the thing is
driving
that
it
I
over
think
to
that Meadow
Cyrus.
is trying. Meadow. No. Meadow isn't trying to get Wren and Cyrus to share. She just doesn't want to share with Cyrus.
Yeah, Seredin, I think Cyrus, looks at them on the bike and Seredin just shoots him a glare.
We just grab onto Seeker and we're like, nope, full.
God fucking damn it. And so Wren grabs the last bike and, like, sighs angrily and let's Cyrus get on.
He's kind of grinning as he gets onto the
This
back of the bike
fucker.
behind
Of
you.
course he is.
Evil.
Who's gonna go? Who's doing this?
I'm going.
I think Seeker said that they could do it, right?
They could help.
They can assist. That's my in canon negating your need for vehicle.
Sure, then I guess I'm
is what
steering
that
it because
was.
I'm bigger.
Yeah, I'm sitting in front of you though, like
Yeah.
also
Aw,
grabbing
like
onto
in
the
your
controls.
That's so cute.
Okay. Hey everybody, it's Tin, and I have the show notes that I'm gonna read, and we're gonna do them, and everything is gonna be fine. Trust me. Oh my gosh, it's everything. I'd like to give a super quick thank you to Dax Seredin on Reddit. That's DAXAYRTON on Reddit. He's got a lot of really awesome stuff there. You should go check him out. I want to thank you for listening. We've had a consistent few months of just every month is either the same as the last or even higher, and that's amazing, and that's all because of you guys. So thank you for being here. I'm loving the Ghost in the Machine, and we as of right now we're about to record the last episode of it on like the 13th. So that's kind of where we're at, and guys, you're gonna want to stick around is what I'll tell you. But you should follow our social medias at linktr.ee/the Dice Club Podcast. Nope, it's linktr.ee/Dice Club Podcast. And while you're at our social medias, check out our, well, I think we post them on all of them. Every episode, one of my fabulous co-hosts makes an art for the show from a scene from one of them. And this episode is really, really fun. So you should go look at it. If you want to talk about the show on social media, you can use #TheDiceCast. That will kind of let people know you're talking about the show. Let us know that you're talking about the show, and then we can talk to you and interact with you. And just say hey. And if you share any fan art with the #TheDiceCast, we'll post it and we'll give you a shout out on the show. That's pretty much it. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and say that we have Q&A links in the Spotify. You can send questions in there. I'm just gonna start compiling. If anybody ever wants to send questions in there, then we can just have them. We're not planning on doing a Q&A episode right now, but it'll be nice to kind of get questions. We also do a poll in the Spotify every episode, so if you want to go in and vote on that, just for nothing important, just for fun. But there's that. I'll let you get back to the show here in a second. Sorry this one's late. There was just some stuff that came up, but the next one will be out on the 23rd. So I will see you then. Enjoy the rest of this episode. Or the, I guess, 5 of you, on your 2 bikes, charge through the remainder of the door. Venus is on the other side, and you catch up with her and Marsh pretty quickly, and you kind of sail through this next very similar passageway before it opens up. It is interesting to note the way that the Charmer bikes are kind of propulsing themselves is the bottom of the drill is kind of digging itself into the ground, and like pulling itself along that way. So there, you're leaving a pretty gruesome gash into the floor as you're driving this. You sail through the next passageway before it opens up, the headlights of the tremor bikes revealing a wide open hallway. As you're flying through it at speed, you can see that this area is also overgrown, similar if not more so than the previous rooms. The chamber as a whole is about 100 feet wide, with two 30-foot pathways separated by a 40-foot chasm running the length of the center of this hall. Seeker, increasing their volume, says, the next terminal is on the opposite end of the chasm. We must get to the drawbridge quickly if we want to make it across. And the 7 of you on these tremor bikes continue on for a while, clinging tightly to the bikes and to each other as 1,000 feet ahead of you, you can see the bridge. The one issue with that is that it is currently retracting. It's a little bit more than a quarter of the way off. So there's about 30 feet of it and then 10 more of just gap. And as you're drawing near to it, it becomes increasingly obvious that your bikes are not going to make it in time. Marsh, you hear that voice again. It says, focus, Marsh. And you can feel your attention kind of being pulled to the tremor bike itself. Your instincts kind of kicking in as you, with your knowledge of kind of artificing, just like picking this thing apart, looking at different features that it has, looking at the front drill specifically, and looking at potential uses that it might have, things that you could do with it. And then you feel your attention being pulled to the opposite side of the chasm. More specifically, the cliff face of the chasm. What do you do?
Like the chasm? Like the cliff into the chasm.
Yes. You feel your attention being pulled to the cliff face and also to the drill head.
And the cliff face is off to the side of the bridge that we're trying to get across. Or is it
yeah, the bridge is retracting. It's at this point now it's over halfway, which would be even if you got there in time, it would be more than 20 feet that you'd have to cross. The chasm itself is 40 feet, and the chasm doesn't look necessarily like it ends downwards. But you are going pretty fast on these things as well, you know.
Can I do an insight on both the drill and the chasm? I want to see which would have better information.
Go ahead and just roll just one investigation check.
That's really good. That's a 21.
Okay. With that, you can see that the cliff face looks very durable. It looks very similar to the kind of material that you've taken as more solid, less like hollow behind it. It's very dense and it is very, very thick. Probably dozens of feet of just solid metal. The drill itself, while very good at removing and breaking things down that are like built or removing stone or whatever, it would be able to get a little bit into that kind of wall, but not much, and it might get stuck there.
I think under their breath, to no one in particular, but to everyone in particular, the voice, Marsh just goes, I don't like you very much. And then leaning forward to Venus, goes, speed up.
You know what, Marsh? I trust you. Okay. And I guess I do that.
Okay, you accelerate faster on the tremor bike, and it kind of is now pushing the limit of how fast it can go.
Does there have to be a separate trigger for the drill head to activate?
The drill head is already activated.
Got
it is what is like propulsing you along the floor.
Okay. I just stay like that.
Guys, the bridge is retracting. Are we just planning to drive off?
It kind of really looks like Marsh is just gonna drive off. Is that the plan, Marsh?
Marsh just turns around and looks at Meadow and then kind of gestures to the cliff face, the wall of metal.
That's not a reassuring response.
Yeah, that's all I do.
Okay, you continue onwards, and as you get to...
I cast Featherfall on Seeker.
Oh, okay.
Seeker.
Yeah. Okay.
That's in
I really like
character.
that.
Oh, I actually don't have it prepared. Never mind.
Okay, all right,
Okay.
never mind then. You don't cast it on Seeker.
I don't cast
You
it on
continue forward, or anyone for that matter. You continue on, and when you get to the bridge, there are about 3 feet of it left. And as you approach it, you turn, and your drill kind of pulls the ramp up behind you, stopping it from, or the bridge up behind you, stopping it from retracting anymore, and you launch across the side. Your tremor bike manages to get some serious airtime before it falls down below the lip of the edge. The front drill digs into the side of the wall before getting stuck, ceasing to be able to drill any longer. And now you and Venus are about 10 feet down, sitting on this tremor bike, stuck out of the wall
Oh!
of the cliff face. What do the rest of you do?
Marsh, what the fuck?
That very obviously was their plan, so I don't know, like...
Are you guys good down there?
Have we, like, because we're...
You're on very high speed
Yeah, we don't
motorcycles.
really
like,
have time
you
to
do not
have a
have the
conversation
action
about
time
this.
to
Oh,
like
I thought that we
talk.
stopped.
No.
Yeah, no, I think Wren revs his engine as fast as it can go and zooms.
Let's
I feel like
go.
Meadow
Okay.
recognizes that if she slows down, her chances of making it at all are way lower. And she doesn't have a different plan, so,
Okay.
you know, split second choices being made. Poor one.
The other 2 bikes, you fully accelerate and reach the ramp, which Venus and Marsh's tremor bike has kind of pulled up into like an upward slope, and you kind of launch across, almost flying across the 40-foot gap, drills digging into the side of the cliff. You each, respectively, I think Wren probably went first. Wren and Cyrus, you're 12 feet down, and the other 3, you are 15. What do you do?
Yeah, so, Marsh, did you have,
Now
like...
I say that. Marsh, what the fuck?
Did you have, like, a plan from this point?
Yep, Marsh, I said I trusted you, which I still do, but again, we are stuck in a wall, in a hole.
Yeah, like, we didn't fall down,
start
so
climbing up?
congrats on that, but, like, up? Question mark?
Yeah. You could try to start climbing up if you want to make an athletics check.
Yeah.
I can't
Wait,
believe we only had
so
these cool bikes for like 2
The
minutes.
drills are stuck in the wall.
Anyways, truly.
They are stuck in the walls. You're kind of like
Are they
extending
broken?
out from them. I mean, there's in the wall. If you can,
If you can-
they look fine, but like if you can get them out and up,
And, like, I
then
don't know
you're
how you
golden.
expect to climb up with it.
No. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
expect to climb up at all. I want to go through the wall.
No.
No.
No?
No,
No.
That's what I was thinking, too.
If
It's
they
a
could be
drill.
drilling, if they could be drilling more, they would. Is what I meant to convey with my word picture. They got like
God damn
stuck
it.
and jammed. Like that's the picture that I meant to paint there, but I did not do
No,
a
I got it.
great job of doing so. Okay, perfect. So it's Egg's fault.
Yes.
I just thought that the
I'm sorry.
solve your puzzle was to go through the wall.
No.
So, damn it.
Marsh started climbing. What did you get on that athletics check?
6.
6. With that 6, you kind of you make it up the cliff face, kind of very slowly. You're not falling, but you are going very slowly. What are the rest of you doing?
I am bad at athletics, so I'm waiting for somebody to, like, throw down a rope or something. Like, I'm not going just hands
Okay.
on. Not
Yeah.
happening.
I'll climb up and try to secure a rope, I think. I'm gonna try to start climbing up to at least Wren and Cyrus's bike right above us and try to get up.
Hey, Cyrus,
I mean,
do you have any useful
Wren-
spells? or
Marsh
some
is
shit?
only climbing 10 feet, and they're like 7 feet tall, so that's barely anything.
They
Oh, I
couldn't
mean,
get the
if we
3
want-
feet.
If we want to get up there, I could just get us up there. Like I could do that if we want.
But I rolled a nat 20.
So you could have done it the whole time?
You fucking
Not the-
bitch ass!
Well, I can't get all the bikes across, but
Okay, that's fine. Can you get
I
one of
mean,
the
like,
bikes
Then
up?
why are you here?
Why are any of us climbing if you can
Well-
just do things?
I rolled
well,
a
nobody
nat
asked
20.
me. Nobody asked, but all right. You just scale up the wall. Like you just like scurry
I
up
purposefully
faster than
crawl up Cyrus too.
kick him in the face a little bit. Yeah. Okay. As you kind of do that, Cyrus places his hands on the wall, and between them you can see this like field of that crackling blue and black electricity start to like kind of weave in the area between his hands, and from that a kind of film of light branches between it, and he steps through it.
God damn it.
I want to get one of these bikes.
You're not. How are you gonna do that?
I'm gonna be
Can you
honest.
get the bike through the portal?
I tie a rope around the bike, like really tightly, and a bunch of times, and then I step through the portal. But I'm still grabbing onto the bike. Is this a thing that I can do? Can I reach halfway?
Do you
With
think
my feet through the portal and my hands on the bike, and I'm gonna tug really hard.
But it's
wedged
drilled
into the wall.
into a metal cliff face.
I want to try.
It's
You
drilled.
guys are haters.
You're attempting to, because the rope is holding onto the bike and you're holding onto the rope and you walk through. That's what you're doing.
Okay. Well, how far away is the portal from the bike? Like, can I?
He should have put the portal right in front of the bike.
No, but
The portal's on the wall,
Next to
Like-
the bike?
like above the bike.
Above the bike.
Yeah, like if the bike is now a platform you're standing on, it's like on the wall, like as if the bike were a balcony and you were like looking at the door to go back inside the building.
Okay, well, I'm still gonna try to do the thing that I did.
don't do
Which
that.
is- which is
dumb.
what?
First of all, no.
Which
This
is-
is. Do not.
I can fail.
If your bike is level with the portal, I would love it if you did not you're gonna fail, but try to remove it before we step through the portal via your bike.
Okay, whatever. I
Thank
wait
you.
for everyone else to get through the portal then. I help them up.
Seredin's just standing on the other side of the portal, like, just staring.
Yeah, I thought we were doing cool stuff. Come on, guys.
Can we just step through the portal normally, and then you can try to pull the bike through or whatever?
Yeah, I help up whoever needs an arm
Thank you.
to get to the portal.
Okay, you help up Meadow, and Meadow, do you step through?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then you help up Seeker, and Seeker steps through as well.
I'm also still down
Venus,
there.
I think you're up
I am?
a few feet.
I haven't done anything.
Yeah. You're on the bike though.
Oh
which
yeah,
was
I'm on
higher
the
up.
bike.
Yeah. You're like up a couple feet up higher than this bike is. That's what I meant, in the wall
Oh.
still. Yeah, you're not on the.
That makes
Cliff,
sense.
sorry.
If I climb down there and I also help Wren pull this rope,
You're not gonna.
can we get this cool bike?
It's drilled
This is really
into
bad
the
podcast.
cliff face, and you're pulling it like vaguely upwards, not even out from the direction in which it was
Frickin',
drilled.
Okay, how about this?
I just want you to imagine it.
Yeah,
Like-
no,
like-
I get it. We've already gotten this
I
far. and I
imagine
want
forbid
it.
you
Yeah.
from cutting this idiocy from the podcast. Everybody needs to know. We need to put egg on
You
blast.
guys are being haters. Why?
You're not gonna be able to do this.
I don't
I
understand how
like-
it would be physically possible.
Okay. I was
I
just
love the
playing in
ingenuity
the
here.
space.
I just want you to
could have just
picture it
let
in
me
your head.
roll and then fail instead of like bullying me on the
No,
podcast.
that is not how this
Like,
podcast
okay.
works.
If you roll, but if you roll and then succeed, that puts me in an interesting position.
Well, you could
because
just
you
make the
can't-
DC
and
like
succeed
20.
at what?
I'm not a
I'm
fan
not
of
gonna
the
get it
energy
at
we
20.
have here.
like I just
I got a
I just, like,
16. That's not good enough. Not good fail.
no. I'm sorry. 16 does not break the AC that the DC.
The
that
DC is
I-
a nat 20.
Yeah, I don't know. That's tough, man. That's tough.
Venus is still gonna climb down to the that was I do a cool flip, so that's an
Cool.
18 and I flip down there. And
Nice.
I look at Wren and I see the rope that's in his hands that's wrapped around the spike. And
Venus, I got a motorcycle. I got to drive it for like 2 seconds. I want the motorcycle.
listen, Wren, look at me. What's gonna happen when you keep this bike? Or is it just gonna be another party member that's gonna be with us forever? Listen, we're
Venus
underground.
is so tired of us adding things to the podcast.
Where's
We
Bordy,
get put in
you
prison
know?
so much, it's just gonna get taken away, and I don't want you to lose that again. So I think we just have to leave it here, and maybe, hey, look, I'm sure there's a lot more adventure left in this world. Maybe we can find you an even
maybe
cooler bike.
there's more drill bikes. I just think it would be useful in case we need to drill through something. But okay, and I step through the thing. I get my rope back. Whatever.
Thank you, Venus.
Yeah, Venus does a little moment of silence for this bike, and then she
You
steps
all are
through the portal.
haters and cringe.
I'm just
Okay.
listen. Even if you
step
were
through the portal.
insanely strong and you pulled the rope upwards and inwards from where the bike is, I think you would just like bend if anything
bend a
happened.
little. Like I just want to bring up the concept of like impossibility and the feats
Just
of, and
immovable
feats of
objects.
strength.
Can we get
Immovable
Cyrus to go
object,
down there and just make a
reasonable-
new portal?
around the bike.
That's
Um,
what
Two people
I'm
who are so good at
saying.
magic.
You've all gone through the portal, and you're up the edge of the cliff now. Except for Marsh, who is still kind of climbing up, but you're nearing the lip of the
Oh my God.
cliff now.
Damn! That sure is
Seredin
a six.
reaches down to help Marsh get up.
That's a hilarious amount of time to spend climbing 10 feet.
I mean, it was a 6.
We could have gotten a
but
bike
also
up
they're
here
7
in that
feet
time.
tall.
That's a great point. The 7 of you are now up on top of the cliff on the other end. I was not looking at my notes and I lost where we were.
Well, we were on the cliff. Finally.
Okay.
We were on the cliff.
Yeah, you're on the cliff. Well, I know, yeah, we've pretty much well established that we're all on the cliff at this point. So you're on the cliff. Seeker starts down the path in the direction that kind of you were going, but now you're on the other side of it.
Yeah.
Just following them.
All right. All
Do
right, you follow Seeker.
Should we do some healing or are we gonna rest?
I would have.
I'm good. I don't need to be healed.
Yeah, I'm
Because
fine.
I feel like people got pretty low. I'm gonna do mass healing word.
Okay.
I mean, I'll take it.
Yeah.
No, you got
I don't
pretty low.
need
I'm
it, but I'll
looking,
take
I'm
it.
looking at your HP and it's pretty low.
Have you been keeping up with it this whole
Yes.
time?
I have.
Whoa.
Hey,
Aw.
That's some
Meadow's
good
got a little
clericking right there.
notebook
You're
and
crazy.
writes down everybody's cuts and scrapes.
Real. So I have to roll for that. That's everyone because it's mass healing, so it's the whole party.
Yeah.
Well, not me, I don't think, but is it me? Can I include myself?
It is you.
You can if you want.
Slay. That was the wrong die. There we go. That is 8 HP for everybody.
Wow.
8 HP.
8 HP.
All right. You do a little bit of a first aid session before Seeker leads you all to the next door. There's a door now in the side of this wall. They connect to the port, and after a few moments, the door opens. They step in first. The rest of you kind of follow after them, and as you step through that, you can see that this area is expansive. In every direction you look, you can see plots of floor that are covered in dirt. And while the overgrowth is thriving and healthy, and like all around the room on the walls and like the floor and ceiling and stuff, each plot of dirt has nothing but shriveled and decayed plants within them. Some of them are just completely empty, the plants having returned to compost long ago. As Seeker leads you down to the pathways between these plots, you can see that there are mirrors affixed at many different angles across the ceiling, all across it. And you can see these kind of pillars occasionally strewn throughout the area. They tend to have more mirrors concentrated around them, and there are gaps and openings on them. You also see, littered around the plots, robots. They all look deactivated and like they're just kind of laying down or slumping against the plots and the floor and the pillars and everything. They don't appear as complexly constructed as Seeker does. Their arms and legs essentially just consisting of metal bars. You are walking through this area for a decent amount of time. What do you do?
Do the robots look more like the ones we fought, or more like like Seeker?
You can investigate.
Sure. 13.
Wow.
Okay. They look like a little bit more like Seeker, but not really like they're not like similar to either of the options that you've listed. They're like arms and legs and bodies. They seem like rudimentary.
Got it.
They are like constructed of pretty much, it looks like only the necessary components to achieve ambulation, but their heads are much more complex. They're more like tightly constructed, and their face consists of a straight line of a speaker where its mouth would be, and in lieu of eyes, there is one glass bulb in the center of its face.
Ooh.
The mirrors, we can see our reflection in them?
Yeah, they're fairly high up.
Yeah.
They look a little bit dirty now. I should say the ceiling in this room is like 20 feet up about, but yeah, there are mirrors on the roof, and while they do look dirty, you can see your reflection in some of them. The angle is tough to get on a couple, but yes.
And the pillars, are they just like, what are those? What's the story?
Are they glass?
You can
What are they made out of?
you can go investigate, Seredin.
I will. Why do I always do this? I have a -1. Oh, 15.
Okay, you are passing alongside one of these pillars, and as you do, you kind of take a glance inside, and you can see that it is just entirely hollow. You're looking through one of the gaps, and you can see that the inside is lined with various angled mirrors as well, going all the way up and down it. And the shaft seems to go up unceasingly into the darkness, much higher than the ceiling.
Okay. I'm assuming then the mirrors and the pillars are all to bring sunlight down here for the plants that used to grow here, but no longer.
You're genius.
I'm pretty much a genius.
It is also important to note there is no sign of light anywhere along the shaft.
Well, not my problem. Where's the next door?
Okay, you reach the other wall after a few hours of walking.
Dang.
A few hours?
Yeah, hours. There's like, gang, this whole kind of area, it just goes as far as the eye can see. There's miles of this.
Wait.
These plots.
You
stuff.
said that there's no sign of light from the pillars. Is there any light, like, at all? Are there lights in the ceiling?
Not like ceiling. I've been imagining with just a little bit of like just ambient light, just like as if you can just see a little bit, and like Seeker's eyes have kind of been functioning as headlights, so you can kind of see around you a little bit, but there's like not a whole lot of visibility. It's you're not like in the complete darkness, but there's not like an immediate light source around you. There's some like bioluminescent plants as well.
Spooky.
But
Ooh, I want to look at those.
That's kind of what
I just want to.
You want to look at the bioluminescent
Yeah,
plant?
I just want to look at them. I think that's cool.
Yeah,
I'm
let's
interested
play
in plants.
this game.
All right.
Meadow, what
Do
if
you
you
wanna-
like drew with like the plant? Like,
I
want to
see if I can
we
take like shit. I'm forgetting all English.
A sample?
Yeah, but like
Cut
to
it?
like replant later.
Oh, like a
Seed?
No.
Like a trimming?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I think if you wanted to, if you and Seredin wanted to go over there, I don't know if Meadow knows a bunch about plants.
I mean, she likes them.
Let me lead the way.
Okay.
It's not like she's
All right. You could
circle
go.
of nature.
It's not like she's nature
Whatever.
domain or anything. She's allowed to like plants.
That's true. Wait, you are nature domain.
can like
plants. I forgot about. I've been imagining life domain this entire
I know. I
time.
keep doing that as well, but it is nature.
Okay. All right. You you can go investigate these plants. You see, it's a lot of like those kind of vines that Wren used to conduct that electricity, and some of them have like growths of like pods that are like bioluminescent on the inside. That's pretty much what you see. If you want to roll nature,
Yeah, I got a 14.
I think with a 14, you know that it's unrecognizable. to you at least, it's not something that is a like common fixture of the fauna of your world. And I think if you wanted to like make a cutting of it, you'd be able to do that in a way that you could sustain. You don't know if you'd be able to plant it.
No, but you know,
like,
worth a
successfully
try.
back home. But yeah, you could. I'd let you take the thing. You just don't know that you'd be able to have it
I
find
could take
purchase
the
anywhere
thing.
else.
Is there any? Do we have any idea what like? Can we gain from this any idea of what the purpose of this place was, other than just planting?
I think this is probably where everybody got their food from, is my guess.
It
Well, I
looks
haven't
like
seen-
a farm.
Yeah. It's just odd placement for it down in the, underground.
Well, the above ground is kind of
I don't think
occupied.
they didn't make their society very good, as you can tell. It's gone.
Fallen.
I'm gonna take another one of the pods, but I'm gonna break it open and see if there's just like glowing goo in there.
Yeah, you break it open. There's some like sap that is like glowing a little bit.
Cool. I'm gonna draw some like little swirls and stuff on myself.
Okay,
That's really
all
cute,
right.
actually.
Okay,
I want to do that too.
I want to do that too.
All right, you guys.
Take a
I
break,
take
guys.
some of the glowing stuff and I trace my tattoos, and so now.
Whoa, okay, I like that a lot. You, I think Seredin, you bring over a few of these pods, and as you're kind of walking, I think Marsh is probably up by Seeker, but you guys have kind of fallen behind, and you're drawing like lines and squiggles on each other and helping outline Wren's tattoos in places that he can't like really reach. I like that a lot.
I splatter
so a
some on
couple-
Cyrus's face for fun, for bullying reasons.
Oh, nice.
Of course you do. Hell yeah.
He kind of laughs and splatters some back. He actually smears some of the sap that you very carefully have been trying to do on your arm.
This fucker.
Rude.
That's so rude.
Seredin puts some like on his leg where he's not gonna notice it for a while.
Okay. And I think at that,
Meadow
like,
writes,
right near his
kick
butt.
me on his back. And he definitely notices that she's doing that.
he definitely does notice, but he also doesn't stop you.
It's a good sport.
I think as you're kind of playing around with this glowing sap, you continue walking for the next few hours. And then you reach the.
I was just gonna say, I think as the hours get on, Marsh starts leaning on Seeker more.
Oh.
I like that. You can tell that they're kind of like having to readjust their like legs to be able to maintain a functional support. So they're kind of like also leaning against you to make like a stable structure, but you're like both walking as. I like that a lot.
Marsh. I think Marsh's legs, like they're walking gets like a bit staggered, and they start kind of like leaning against each
I like that. And then a few hours after that, you reach the other wall. There, you can see the next access terminal. It looks the same as the kind of last one did. And here, leaned against the wall, you can see one of those robots from before. Only this time, it is different. Slumped against the wall, an image appears to be flickering over it every few seconds. One moment, you see the robot sitting neatly, just kind of against the wall, and then for a split second, you see a dwarf, unconscious and slumped over. But then, just a second later, it's a robot again. And this happens every few seconds. And
So
it just
just one
that.
specific robot?
This one specific robot is doing that. As before, Seeker connects to the access terminal. They go rigid after a moment, and then they stop, leaving you to wait. What do you do?
I don't understand technology. Meadow, don't understand technology. So I doubt that I would actually learn anything, but I'm definitely curious about what's going on with the flickering robot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
This weird freak.
Uh,
I'm basically trying to see whether, like, there's illusionary magic going on here.
okay. I think,
Isn't that what Detect Magic does? Tells me the class
yeah,
of
no, that's
magic?
exactly what it does.
Beautiful. And I don't
Yeah.
need to roll for it.
No, you don't need to roll for it.
I got my dice
Bingo.
and everything.
I think there's an image that you've kind of used before of you using your like Tinker's tools to kind of like while using Detect Magic to kind of pick apart the specifics of the technology. Like and I think like little holographic projections of each of the parts kind of like go up in the air, kind of like a HUD a little bit that you're just kind of like seeing through, like that weird room that Iron Man has. I like that a lot. And as you're kind of doing that, you can see that there is definitely illusory magic at play here, but that doesn't seem to be the only thing going on. It seems to also be like the image that's being displayed definitely has illusory magic, but it is a technological image in nature.
It was technological magic.
I'm gonna touch it.
Of course you are.
You can go over and touch it, and as you like touch it, you can feel the robot, the shape of the robot there, and when that like image of the dwarf comes over it, you can still feel the same like robot underneath it. It just, the image of that dwarf kind of comes over it.
Huh. Yeah, it's just a robot. I thought it was gonna be some wicked shape-shifting thing, but it's just a robot.
Just an illusion.
The illusory magic seems to be coming from the robot itself. It's not someone else.
Yes. It is originating in the robot. And you can also kind of like detect very, very, very faint traces of it elsewhere in this in the room.
Okay.
And actually, I think as you're kind of investigating this robot and using your like detect magic, and you can sense that same kind of like technological illusion magic from behind you, and you can kind of hear the sound of those ports opening up again, and you can turn to see that 100 feet behind you there are 3 tendrils.
Great.
They open their jaws wide before slamming into the ground, sending a pulse of blue and black electricity outwards. As it travels along the metal floor, some of those robots from before start to come to life, whirring and buzzing as they stand up. They amble towards you, pausing, observing you for a moment before, one by one, their appearances begin to flicker also, until, before you, stand a perfect copy of Venus, Marsh, Wren, Meadow, Seredin, and Cyrus, with even more, dozens of equally convincing copies coming up behind them.